I'm gonna put hot mozzarella over your balls. I don't have any. Joke's on you. Okay. Memes about Chads. Man woke up with a headache. Turns out he was shot asleep. Woman wakes up with headache. Turns out she was a woman.
The soldier carried his service dog down a mountain because it was 117 degrees and the rocks were burning his feet. I'm doing this for PewDiePie. My brother wanted to measure the trees in his yard. This is how he did it. What that fingers mean? Unruly. You are not unruly, you child of God. Yes, Granny.
Do not fuck with an overly religious granny, by the way. They will freak you up.
Bob Marley's wife, Rita, was shot in the head during his attempted assassination. However, she had dreadlocks so thick, they saved her life. Sure, she might ruin my life, but look at how pretty she is though. George Clooney, who had a massive pet pig for its entire 18-year life, and on multiple occasions, dumped girlfriends when given a, "It's me or the pig."
Absolutely based. If a man or a woman tells you it's me or the dog, you always pick the animal. Yeah. And unless you're like deathly allergic and you're gonna die, and even then I would probably just like try and do something about it rather than get rid of the animal. Yeah. There's very few cases and scenarios like that, but it does happen.
Thinking my boyfriend saved 15k to surprise me with my dream Chanel bag for my birthday. Buys a LeBron James card instead. Me, and a 10,000-year-old tree. My sister said it was ugly, but I think it's pretty cool though. In Germany, a 6-year-old boy who loved motorcycles was diagnosed with cancer. His family posted online asking if someone can ride past their house to cheer him up. They expected 20 to 30 people, but in the end, nearly 20,000 bikes.
No way! No! Are you serious? Germany's 6-year-old boy motorcycle? Is this real? Fact check. Is this real?
With the claim that it shows 20,000 bikers in a motorbike parade to cheer a 6-year-old boy in Germany diagnosed with cancer. Reverse image search of screenshots from the video led us to similar visuals of a motorcycle parade in a video published by a YouTube channel on 14 June.
No way, it's real? Oh my god, it's real, chat. It's actually real. This happened. 20,000 people showed up. That's so sweet. W bikers, man! That's awesome.
Cause showed up.
I like to fact check stuff like that because I don't like it when people use AI or like make fake stories. That's awesome.
Did arm wrestling so that they could hold hands and look each other in the eyes. 3D printer does my homework that ChatGPT wrote. I'm out having dinner and this woman outside was being blinded by the sunset, so her date propped up a menu behind his head on the collar of his shirt to block the sun from her eyes.
May love like this find me one day, chat. Oh my god, that is the sweetest thing ever. Oh my god!
When my son was 4, he saw a commercial that said, brushing alone is not enough to prevent cavities and tooth decay, so he made us start brushing our teeth with him. Ryan Gosling says he has never done it in 40 years of living. Pokemon fan used a Master Ball to propose to partner. Found out she cheated, so I stayed with her just to gaslight. Now she's in a mental hospital. This is my 19-year-old brother's wallet. I am so serious right now. Finally.
It's a Chipotle cup? That's strong.
Some good news. Man makes sweaters out of places and takes photos of himself wearing the sweaters at those.
That's actually really cool, man. I'm telling you, my mom's made a lot of knitted shirts, like sweatshirts. It takes a long time to make them, man.
places. Man cash apps
it's
himself
fine.
$1,000 instead of putting his number in girl's phone. Nicknames are so funny to me because girls will be called Tay because their name is Taylor, and boys will be called Haircut because the barber did them dirty 6 years ago. Last week my boyfriend was like, I have a hangnail, let's go get manicures. And I was like, okay, not going to complain. This is why he wanted to get manicures, guys.
Oh
Olympian
my God,
legend Jim
fabulous.
Thorpe had his running shoes stolen the morning of the 1912 Olympics. He found 2 mismatched shoes in the garbage bin and wore them, winning 1 silver and 2 gold medals. Modern human skull,
That's
male.
amazing.
Hunter-gatherer skull, male. It never ceases to...
Wait, what? Am I slow? Okay, don't answer the question. What? Modern human skull... Hunter-gatherer skull, male. Oh! Okay. Yes, one's a gigachad, one's not. Okay, very funny.
It never ceases to amaze me how many Americans think it's okay to shoot somebody for stealing, like a TV. Just demented shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna shoot to kill, but I'm gonna shoot you in the leg so you stop running with my TV. I paid money for that, but okay.
By entering this residence unannounced, you have told me my television is worth more than your life. I am not terribly attached to it, but I dare not to call you a liar. Checking out reviews for a dealership, this dude gave it 1 star, and the owner responded with a link.
The TV falls on the ground and gets destroyed. Yeah, well now no one can have it. Yeah, like I'd rather do that.
To the guy's listing on the offender registry.
Yeah,
Chinese
no
father
one
keeps
can have a
£26
TV.
million lottery win secret from his wife and child to stop them from becoming lazy.
Wait, that's so powerful, actually. Yeah, I mean, if you get rich really, really fast, it can lead to problems. It can fix a lot of problems, but it can also lead to a lot. I don't blame them.
Men pick up a few games, movies, and songs they liked when they were 15 to 25, and then don't consume any new media ever again. In 2015, my baby brother passed away at age 10 from a heart condition. 6 years later, I've just submitted my master's researching the genetic causes of the same condition. I hope you're
That is so sweet. Oh, that's precious.
proud of me. Me, at 25,
I'd be proud
texting
of
my
you.
mum when I boarded the plane, when I landed, when I got into my Uber, and if I made it to my hotel safely.
I do that with my parents too. I have to. If I'm late, like that, what my mom and dad did when I was flying from America to New Zealand at one point, they texted me as soon as I got off the plane, basically as soon as it landed, because you know how the airplane or the airport has trackers for when certain airplanes come in? Obviously, you can't be, like, super accurate, but there's only one that came in at that time from, like, New Zealand to America. They immediately texted, like, are you there? Are you okay?
Man climbs into speed camera and flashes cars with his phone.
Right.
Weird to me that people will see a picture of a pretty woman and you want her to step on you. I would much rather a pretty woman gives me a kiss. If she stepped on me, I think I'd yell like Tom and Jerry. I guess Phil Marzo, Chad, everyone, playing League of Legends for more than 30 minutes results in a ban.
Absolutely unfathomably based. This guy actually... League of Legends, 30 minutes elapsed and you're still playing League, you get banned. Delete message days equals 0. Reason, playing League. Activity.
Not even joking. Shout out to our cool fan Ian. He turns 11 today. Out for my birthday, and my daughter's boyfriend orders a strawberry margarita. What do I say? My dude, delicious knows no masculinity. If I were that kid, I would drink the fuck out of that, then go smash it. My brother literally listens to classical music and plays Roller Coaster Tycoon all
Now that's a man right there. Roller Coaster Tycoon is a good one.
day. Wait, why are we asking men what they thought of Barbie? It isn't for them. Me and the boys before going to see our second showing of the Barbie.
I love this episode of Malcolm in the Middle. I forget what it's about, but like he befriends a bunch of big himbo muscle men. This is Tenma's dream, by the way. Big himbo muscle men, and he like commands them. He becomes their like leader or something. I don't remember the exact plot point, but it was really funny.
Yarkenov. They have an AI to play Tetris with the goal of surviving for as long as possible. It paused the game. What is the male equivalent of a sundress? Does it exist? FedEx accidentally delivered my shoes to the house next.
No, that's white. That's like gray sweatpants. Sundresses, yeah.
Next door. I walked over to her house and saw this. My neighbor has dementia and did not realize the package wasn't for her. It made me smile and I said, "You've got good taste in shoes." Do you think people in the 1920s were like, "Man, I miss 1916. Here come the history majors." My smart ass of a brother told me he was coming home for Christmas as a surprise, and I have been so stressed keeping it a secret. Then he shows up and I look around waiting for the big reaction. He had told everyone he was coming, but to keep it a secret from everyone else. After the most brutal, painful, and all-round shittiest 22 months of our lives, being told that he has weeks to live and that there was no cure. This absolute legend is cancer-free. Was on my way to being a first-gen college grad. Then, my parents graduated 5 months before me. Proud son. So, I work at a photo lab, and an elderly woman came up to pay, and after each transaction, I have to ask, "Can I help you find anything else today?" She responded with $1 million. The elderly man behind her said, "Ma'am, if you want $1 million, just look in the mirror." Her jaw dropped, and she was completely smitten when he kicked
What the Rizzler, bro?
me out at 3 a.m. with no car and 3 hours away from home, so I unshed my location and had my uncle, who was an officer, show up to his apartment a day later, holding a picture of me, asking when was the last time he's seen me, because I've been missing for 12 hours.
That's evil, man. I don't think that's real. I think that's like a misuse of, what is it called? Like when you misuse resources in police and like nursing.
My son just came home from school and was like, "Dad, is it okay to kiss another boy?" And I was like, "Hell no." And he was like, "Is it because you hate gay people?" And I was like, "No, it's because you're 8. But the only thing you should be using your mouth for is these Burger King pancakes I just bought for dinner. As soon as you turn 16, you can play lip guitar with whoever you want. But right now, you need to get at these pancakes." Brad, 22. "Hi guys, I'm actually 11 years old, but need a girlfriend."
I'm gonna be real, I didn't think about that kind of stuff. I thought boys were gross until I was like... Yeah, like when I hit puberty when I was like 12 or 13. I thought boys were disgusting.
Can be in my Minecraft Let's Play video, so I can use you for clickbait and get more views. Thanks. Sometimes I like to use my empty liquor bottle as water bottles, just to keep my neighbors guessing. Chicago, I need 10 volunteers to help me shovel for seniors tomorrow. I'm getting too many emails from elderly folks that need help. Meet me here at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I have hoodies, hats, and lunch for anybody that comes through. This dude next to me on the plane just absolutely raw dogged the entire flight. He got on a 10-hour flight to Europe in jeans, no headphones, no book, no neck pillow, literally just a paper cup of coffee without a lid. Like, "Sir, are you okay?" When I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me, instead of breaking up, he had me and the other girl give speeches on why he should stay with either of us. And when he chose me, I took him out to dinner and got him thank you presents. Danny Hodge, a former boxer and wrestler, crushing an apple with his bare hands at 80. Unfazed earthquake survivor. The second officer on the Titanic stayed on board until the end, got trapped underwater until a boiler explosion blew him free. He survived by clinging to a capsized raft. Later, he volunteered in World War II and helped evacuate over 120 men from...
And then we have that Italian Concordia ship where the guy abandoned it as soon as he felt a slight frickin' inkling of danger. This guy, a boiler exploded underwater and he lived, and then he just said, "Okay, it's time, I'm gonna defend my country." In World War II.
Dunkirk, an 11-year-old boy saved the lives of 2 people on the same day. He saw a friend choking at school and performed the Heimlich remover. Then, on his way home, he saw a house fire and pulled a woman to safety. Devian Johnston, everybody. Terry Fox was a 21-year-old one-legged cancer patient who ran 3,000 miles across Canada for 143 days before dying to raise money and awareness for cancer research. The Terry Fox...
He died too?
Foundation has raised over 700 million as of today to support cancer research. Unique raft floating down that river. Just be yourself, bro. Which one? My girlfriend...
He could have taken the route of just taking it easy, and he ran across Canada while he had cancer. So he was just dying, like legitimately.
Third is their basketball one, then put on the game and walked away. 2 hours later, I'm like, what is she doing? She's napping. She turned it on to keep me occupied, like a toddler. Subscribe to my OF. I Google Big Bob and get 2 billion results.
I will never understand this. I will never understand OF. I'm sorry, if you buy OF, like, you gotta explain that one to me. Like, you can Google big boobies.
Old people line up to clean radiation in Japan. Mr. Yamada, I am 72, and on average, I probably have 13 to 15 years left to live. Even if I were exposed to radiation, cancer could take 20 to 30 years or longer to develop. Therefore, us older ones have less chance of cancer.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
A group of 200 plus retirees are volunteering to expose themselves to high levels of radiation so the younger men and women don't have to, making the ultimate sacrifice to protect the lives of their children and their children's children. In case you missed it, 3 reasons to stop being nice at work. Modern day dandy.
I think I watched a little YouTube mini documentary of some guy going to Ukraine. This was like before the war and everything. He went to the inclusion zone where you definitely get irradiated, and he brought an old lady a bunch of like food and stuff, and she's like all nice to him and saying, "Oh, thank you, young Sonny, like thank you for this, I appreciate it." And he asked her just straight up, like, "Why are you here?" And she's like, "I'm gonna die in like 10, 15 years. Like, what's the point of me moving and displacing myself when I'm gonna die anyway? It's not really gonna affect me that badly. Like, if I was 20, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll move out. But when I'm like 60, 70 years old, like, I'm okay."
25, who was only dressed in the Regency period clothes since burning his jeans at 14, says his eccentric attire has seen him receive countless offers of marriage.
Honestly, he looks like a freaking, like a bureaucratic NPC in like Assassin's Creed or Witcher 3. Yes, I have loads of money!
Eccentric attire has seen him receive countless offers of marriage. In 2015, an 18-year-old model threatened to leak a selfie of her and NHL superstar in bed together if he didn't pay her $2,000 USD. His response, "I don't care. I told my boyfriend that I felt like I was doing all of the chores around the flat, and the first thing he said, 'Thank you for telling me,' and then he went into the kitchen and did the dishes and started cooking dinner. The next day, he had to leave early, and he shouted behind him, 'If you see a mess, don't clean it up.' What a stand-up dude. No confrontation, no anger, no denial. Just, okay, and let's do better from here on out. Must have been a rough day, huh? Did they call you schizophrenic again?"
This is me in my chat, Loki, actually. It's okay, chat. It's okay, pet. Yeah, chat with their VTubers. Yeah, the VTubers with their chat. They're like, "Oh, did someone call you a schizo again? You're gonna be okay."
I'll always get a laugh out of Torishi Nagasho, out of this guy's transformation from Monkey Ball leading developer to Yakuza lead developer.
Are you kidding me? I loved Monkey Ball on the PlayStation 1 when I was a little kid. Or was it PlayStation 2? No, it's PlayStation 2. Yeah. I loved Monkey. He's the same person that made Yakuza? Holy, this is so powerful. Explains, it does. Monkey Ball doesn't make any sense either. It's just goofy as frick.
I made a new friend today. She gave me permission to post her picture, but only if I let everyone know she is 93 years young. I told her she and her pink hair made my day, and she replied, "Well, I refuse to be that little old white-haired lady."
That's cute, man. That is cute.
"Doctor, sir, I don't think your wife is going to make it. What is she making?"
Oh my god! This is my chat! My chat's just a bunch of himbos! They're like, what's she making? What?
"What is she making?
Oh.
What's Fortnite? Call me on the telephone. I will give you a million reasons to play. You and I. Ninja, who are you? Love."
Honestly, I kind of get it. She's just a musician in Hollywood. How the hell would she know who Ninja is? I'm not even trying to diss on Ninja or like try and validate like a Hollywood like celebrity. I'm just saying they're kind of two different spheres.
This awkward, shy, rejection-sensitive, pimply Asian guy asks 100 girls out on a date. 19 said yes. 10 were lesbian. Concludes that he got over his fear of rejection in a single day.
I could not. I think it would probably get a rope if I got rejected 100 times. I'm so sensitive. Men are so based for that. I don't know, man. I think by rejection number 50, I probably have a mental breakdown. I don't know how guys do it. I know there's women who get over their fear too, and they're fine, but I can't.
To my age, the doctor suggested that I install a bar in my shower, so I did. I just realized that the Chad is modeled after the actual Chad Republic. Dad builds a custom adaptive controller so his daughter can play Zelda Breath of the Wild. 2004, trying to take a MySpace photo while no one was at home.
Dude, this guy's a GIGACHAD. A Pokeball too, he's one of the Elite Four.
He's a very good boy. Brave Georgia sheepdog is recovering after killing 8 coyotes who tried to maul a flock of sheep and goats while he was watching over. Don't worry, it's not tobacco. Dude, you look like every stock photo of 1940s Russian woman. Compliment. This is my son's friend, Jared. Before I hear any wisecracks, Jared has been fighting lung cancer, and we almost lost him.
Yo, he has actual muscle mass on his bones, okay? After you have cancer, you have like little to no muscle density.
He was recently cleared to work out. Today, his arm measured 8 inches and his legs just over 12. He's at 0% body fat, and I'm taking him under my wing. Stay tuned for Jared's progress. The Sriracha founder won't budge on taste. A supplier once told David Tren that his sauce was too spicy. A friend suggested to add a tomato base to make it sweeter. He replied, hot sauce must be hot. If you don't like it hot, use less. We don't make mayonnaise here. My girl had a dream that I cheated on her, so I did it because I want all of my baby's dreams to come true. Dude reviews scotch while his wife packs her stuff and leaves him. My mom
There's this really old clip of a guy streaming. He had like maybe 30 viewers on the server that I played WoW Classic on. And one time he streamed and someone clipped it, and it's like a permanent like actual video clip that they saved and like passed around. He had his wife, who he was divorced from, come to his house while he's playing WoW Classic, like at launch day. And she's yelling at him about taking the kid, and he said, absolutely not. You will feel the wrath of my unbridled fury if you come here again and ask me to take care of the kid when I told him not to. And it's like, bro, you're playing WoW! I don't know, but it's just like that clip stuck with me. He's just some dude trying to play video games, and his wife is like, or his ex-wife is yelling at him the whole time.
My mum has a new boyfriend, and recently he said that NFTs are ugly cartoons and a multi-level marketing scheme for V's. When I tried to explain the fundamentals of blockchain to him, he said that right-clicked on your mum last night. Any advice? Sorry, my shoulders were too hard for you to cry on. A mother once called into PBS asking if Mr. Rogers could send an autograph to her daughter. She was suffering from seizures and said to have brain surgery. When Mr. Rogers heard about it, he flew to see her in hospital. He even brought his puppets along. Be me, fat, at a private boxing lesson with my coach. Jim Chad says bye to my coach as he's leaving. Turns to me, hey buddy, great job, keep at it and you'll definitely see results. This actually happened yesterday. I was graced by the Jim Chad. My wife started feeding a stray cat, but I'm allergic, so we couldn't take her into our house. I bought the cat her own instead. It's insulated and has electric heating. Look at that happy little face.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I be acting slow in the CVS downtown, so homeless guys can sneak out with food while security tries to help me out. Works every time. This 95-year-old Japanese woman regularly enjoyed playing Tetris on her Game Boy. It eventually broke down, but no shop could repair it. Her grandson wrote a letter to Nintendo explaining the situation. They sent back a brand new one and told her to please live a long life. The high schoolers in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Sorry, my body is a temple. Oh, I don't drink, just steroids for me, thanks. In 90 seconds, your city will be destroyed by a nuclear bomb. However, everything that you touch between now and the blast is saved. What do you touch and why? I would sprint down the street to my son's daycare and touch him. What behaviors do your kids do that you didn't actively teach them, but clearly came from them being around, raised by you? I'm the kid in this situation, but at one point, I was in my apartment eating ramen out of a mug I had taken out from my parents' house when I moved out. My dad was visiting and started laughing and asking if I was seriously eating noodles out of that mug. I started getting defensive about my mug because he told me that the reason he asked because he had taken the exact same mug from his parents' house 30 years prior, so he could eat ramen out of it too. I took my 6-year-old to a classmate's birthday party today. He was the only other kid there. His parents thanked me for bringing him and said he was the only one their son wanted to invite because my son's the only one in school who's nice to him. Teach your kids not to be assholes. I was born on my due date and I was only 5 pounds. It's called being considerate and respecting your mother. I was 1/10 my mother's weight. Sorry, mom. Don't be sorry. I would do it again. Love you.
Adding your mom on Twitter is strong, dude.
Son, you can bring one person back from the dead, no strings attached. Who would you choose? That's a tough one. My mom and dad both passed away in the last 2 years. I don't know how I would choose between them. I would bring back your mom, so you can bring back your dad. Mafia boss, I want him swimming with the fishes later at the coral reef. This is amazing. Anything for you. The weirdest genre of dudes on here are 40-year-old men with wives who follow a bunch of young women. As a 40-year-old married dude, I can tell you it's because those young women, or many of them, often post pictures of their bob, and following them makes those pictures show up.
Why is this guy's name Fart Monster 2000?
On my phone. Student accepted into every Ivy League school, chooses to attend none of them.
Based. Actually based.
Woman swings from Bangladesh to India to marry internet boyfriend. In the midst of It's So Over, I found there was within me an invincible, we're so back. Men are low-key sustainability kings. 3-in-1 soap, less plastic bottles, not washing their butt, saving water, never change their bed sheets, one less load of laundry. Keep it up, eco-warriors. Tonight, my 3-year-old saw my pills on the—
Women love consumerism. There's like a whole TikTok section dedicated to women stopping themselves from over-consuming. It's crazy. They go to Target and like buy candles and shit, and it's so weird. Like cups and Stanley cups for the seasonal events. Like, good lord, man.
Table. She asked if she could help me take them, and I said yes. She then picked them up, one by one, placed them in my mouth, and waited for me to drink water and swallow. We did this 21 times. Robin Williams, in every movie he filmed, he asked the production company to hire at least 10 homeless people. During his entire career, he helped approximately 1,500 homeless people. Sorry I assassinated you. If it looked like I was trying to teabag you, I was not. I was trying not to get hit in the head. This kid that used to sit at a table by himself—
I've never in my entire life had someone apologize to me and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to teabag you. It's just for other reasons, bro. When people teabag me, they freaking mean it.
Really quiet, and used to have his jacket zipped up to cover his face with his head down. We invited him to our table, and he's one of the nicest people ever. I came to the table today, and he was like, I made you all some cookies. I nursed my cheating husband back to health from severe brain trauma, then he cheated again.
I know I'm laughing, but that is so fucking uncalled for. That is unhinged as fuck. Why did she post her L? I hope it's fake, because this is so uncalled for.
Health from severe brain trauma, then he cheated again. Just saw a tripod at the gym and realized I was looking into the camera. It was nice knowing y'all. I hate it when guys try to humble me by saying, all our coffins are going to be the same size. Bro, no they're not. I'm going to be jacked. What the hell are you talking about?
True,
when I was a freshman in high school, there was a boy named Chris, who was a senior, who had autism, and he really loved Hot Wheels. He always wanted to show people his tiny cars, and instead of the popular crowd making fun of him, they got excited with him. On his birthday, everyone bought him Hot Wheels, and he went home with a backpack full of them. For homecoming, they voted him king and gave him a cape with Hot Wheels on it. Sometimes, high school isn't so bad. I hate when people ask me, what are you doing to my car? I'm stealing your Cadillac converter so I can sell it to buy drugs. Don't waste my time with such feeble-minded questions. It's rude. Model and actress Anita Ekberg, after being followed and hounded by photographers, beat up one of them. When they threatened to call the cops, she retrieved a bow and arrow from her villa and shot another photographer.
Absolutely based, man. She just has a bow and arrow laying around. What a based woman. What's she doing today? Oh, it's 1960. She's probably passed.
For 1960, Dr. Barry Marshall was convinced that bacteria causes stomach ulcers, but no one believed him. Since it was illegal to test his theory on humans, he drank the bacteria himself, developed ulcers within days, treated them with antibiotics, and went on to win a Nobel Prize. Wow. I love Bud Light. I don't give a damn who their spokesperson is. Gay, it does not matter to me. Everyone has a right to be happy. If you can find love in this fuck you world, good for you. I'm drinking Bud Light.
Yeah, but Bud Lights taste like piss. I've heard this many times, to be fair.
So this happened just now. I'm on my way to get my interview this morning when I get pulled over. Both brake lights decided to go out this time. As he walked to the car, I was pulling out my stuff. He quickly said, "Don't worry pulling out anything. I just want you to know that your brake lights are out." So I'm immediately upset because I just got them replaced like last month. So I explained to him how Firestones wants to charge me $600 just to run a test on the wiring of the car. He looked at me like and told me to pop the trunk. He checked the lights in the trunk and tapped them, but they didn't come on. So he told me to pop the hood, check the relay box, then asked me to get out to check the other one. He could have easily given me a ticket, but Officer Jenkin stepped out of an officer role and turned into a mechanic role to make sure I was straight. American boxer Jimmy Doyle was fighting
Dude, what a GIGACHAD cop!
bouts so he could buy his mother a house. After he was killed in a boxing bout against Sugar Ray Robinson in 1947, Robinson gave the earnings from his next 4 fights to Doyle's mother so she could buy the house.
Oh, that is so sweet. Aw, that was like wholesome but kind of morbid. That he died in a boxing match. Wow, dude. That was awesome. What a good video.